Connecting. Oh, we did it. Jesus. Wait, so I wasn't live that whole fucking time? Oh my god. Bruv. I need more coffee. Alright. Is my phone good enough to put my face? Let's try. 1 second. Apple iPhone can fuck off. Start. Video capture, come on. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What is happening, dude? Yo! Alright, 1 sec. Let me set this shit up. I'm gonna break my phone. It's really fucking the sides. Dude, let's get some hearts in the chat. Alright, hopefully this doesn't, like, delete itself. I can't even tell. Regardless. What the fuck? When did I watch that, G? What do I want to watch? And watch later. I think there's some stuff in here. Alright, I need to turn my music off. Alright, let's watch. I've already watched this video. But I want to see. Yeah, let's see. Hold up, we're out of focus, boys. There we go. Very true. It is literally just sheer brute force. I realize that now. I mean, more so than I did before. But I don't even know. Most of the people I speak to think there's still some sort of secret. And it's marginally what I was trying to get at in my last video. Definitely give that one a watch. And it goes over what I call permission statements, where people prolong pursuing what they want because they think they need to do something first, which just isn't true. If you want to start a business, to start the business, you just start it. And yes, there are steps that come with starting a business, which are, a business, I like Andrew Tate's take on a business. A business is only a business if it makes money. So the foundation of a business, you need a bank account, somewhere to receive payments, and you need to provide a service. Business is a legal exchange of money. That's what capitalism is. It gives the means for two parties to come together and exchange value. And one party in this case would be money, who's purchasing something, and the other party is the one that's offering the service. And in capitalism, in the ideal situation, both people walk away from the situation feeling like they got a good deal. That's all it is. So I don't want to get into that too much, but basically, yes, I agree. It's so true. It literally is so true. It's funny because, look, everyone that I speak to that says they have depression, they always defend it as if it's like this trophy that they own. No one gives a fuck that you have depression. Genuinely, no one cares. Because everyone else has their own shit to fucking deal with. So no one's coming here to take the depression trophy away from you. And that's not even in hopes what you do, because you have the trophy, you think it's fucking cool. No one wants depression. So why do you defend it? And there are people out there that don't have depression, that do live good lives. And it's obvious, most people are not rich, are not wealthy. So if you are pursuing the life of trying to be normal, then why the fuck do you expect exceptional results? That doesn't make any sense. If you want to be exceptional, you have to do exceptional things. And with doing exceptional things, to become Usain Bolt takes years and years and years of fucking running. Running's boring as fuck. But he liked it enough to go professional and then went to the Olympics. And he probably trained way harder than the next guy did. And do you remember the guy who came second? In the races that Usain Bolt was in, who was the silver medalist? I don't know. Because it doesn't matter. Right? And there's the bias, obviously. Media, corporations, whatever, are trying to blow that shit out of proportion, yes. But, hey. So I actually want to watch something a little bit more contradictory, let's say. Because, this isn't that fun. I need a little bit more fun. What do we want to watch? Something stupid, but not stupid. Like, some whatever podcast clips or something. Should we try this? Brian confesses to be a supremacist and ladies confront him. We could try this. What the fuck is this? What? That's so funny. Oh, this video's literally just this. Okay, that's cringe. Should we try some shorts? Why not? Why are these so boring? Boom. Bruv, what? Let's try that. This video fucking sucks. I don't know what to watch. Well, we can fucking roll it. Do a bit of a pre-roll. You know what I mean? Memes. Memes are good. Daniel Ricciardo. I was at the F1 actually. What was it, 2 weeks ago? In Melbourne? That was cool. Actually, we'll open this. Hey, it's me. That's fucking not strange because I knew it was there. Anyway, my 12-hour workday in 15 minutes. That's all good. Pardon me. Actually, maybe I know what we can watch. There's a podcast that was released recently. This one. I haven't watched this yet, actually. Up to this point. Correct. This is an interesting title. How people get older without getting better. This scares me. Genuinely terrifies me. So I've had like 5 jobs. I work for myself now. And one of the last jobs I had was, for those of you who are Australian or who have been here before, there's a grocery store called Woolworths. I used to work there. I worked in the bakery, and then like general hand all over the store. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this yourselves, especially in these types of environments. And what I'm talking about is how people get older without getting better. There are 50-plus-year-olds working at a grocery store making practically minimum wage for their age. At a 55, you should be extremely skilled at one thing at least. In 55, that's 35 working years. What have you been doing that whole time? Right? It terrifies me to think that there are people out there that let themselves get to that point. But it's motivating because I know that I don't ever want to be there. Right? Oh! Sorry, guys. Another point is like the reason I made this content in general. I kind of want to zoom in. Let me focus. How do I move this? How does this look? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so one thing that actually scares me, well, not scares me, but another thing is that there's plenty of people that I speak to who are marginally older than I am that still have speech impediments, that still have, or that they operate on the level of, I have difficulty speaking to people, I have social anxiety, I have blah blah blah. There's actually a clip. I really doubt that I can find it, but this is specifically what I talk about. This is like my entire philosophy is this. Can you search history? Yes, gaming addiction. So there's a short that I watched. Addiction. It's not that. January. Definitely wasn't this far. Actually, this woman is actually very good. I haven't watched much of her content, but I know what she makes is really good. Gaming. I really want this short. It was actually really good. This short is so funny. Come on. Bro, this fucking thing hurts. I'm just gonna have one in. I don't know why this side hurts so much. How do you sort by shots? We can watch that. I want to see that. Healthy Gamer has some really good content. Gaming Addict short. Let's see that. Let's watch this. Come on. It was this kid, he had a really nice setup. And he was talking about how he's addicted to gaming. But it's such a good example. Fuck. I really want to find this. There it is. All right. Yeah, so this and oh fuck, I want to make a clip out of this. Am I still okay? Oh, phone is still connected. So this is such an interesting video. Generally when I speak to people, this is exactly how they speak about themselves. What I want you to do, watch this and just see how this guy talks about himself. Because, actually, we'll get to it. Just listen to the way he speaks about himself. So, I'm assuming he has a full... He actually doesn't have a long video. Wait, what? 209 videos. Are they all shorts? They're all shorts. Okay. Why doesn't it tell you when this shit came out? Oldest. Latest. When was this uploaded? It doesn't fucking tell you. YouTube sucks. Anyways, let's just watch it again. First point. I am clinically addicted to video games. He's made it a part of him. He is the person that is clinically addicted to video games. Boom, not any easy way to put this. Listen to how he frames this. So, if you don't watch this to the end, how do you expect to solve your video game addiction? One, it's a part of his identity, so making it leave him is difficult. Two, he frames it in a way that it's something that's hard to leave. Third, if it's hard to leave, why even try? Why can't I skip? Okay. So, I just wasted so many hours of my life. That's such a common thing. Very common. It's not a bad thing either. So, I'm sure a lot of you, especially through high school, I was the exact same, would wait until like the last day for, let's say, an assignment that you have due on a Monday. You'd wait until a Sunday night to do it, even though you had 4 weeks to do it, right? The reason you do that is because operatively, you perform best when you're under stress because you're forced to think. And two, you naturally put yourself in that position because you know that in that circumstance, you actually achieve the result. So it's a very common thing where someone might watch a lot of YouTube, or in this case, play video games, and they frame it as though that's a problem. But what they're doing is using gaming, using YouTube to instigate the situation, let's say, in which you judge yourself. Here he just said gaming until 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes. And then he feels a certain way, which is he judges himself. And I'm sure a lot of you have had this when you're lying in bed about to go to sleep, specifically after moments like this, where the judgment is so high that right before you go to sleep, you're like, tomorrow I'm going to make all the changes. I'm going to change my whole life tomorrow. Obviously, it never happens. But you're purposely watching YouTube to bring about the stress point where you're like, I need to change something. And then the solution to that after you wake up is to just watch YouTube again because it's not pain. You don't experience the same pain the next morning as you did the night before. And it is literally a recurring cycle. Like, you don't exit that cycle until you decide to. And I think that's the secret that everyone looks for, is there is no secret there, man. It's not easy, it's not hard. But the way this guy describes it, boom, I've been struggling. Why? Why have you been struggling? What does that even mean? Game addiction. Years now. Tried. The reason that these solutions don't work is because he didn't believe that they would. And it came from the, I need to stop. It came from the force point, where it's like, if I don't stop right now, then I'm fucked. But it doesn't work like that. It genuinely doesn't work like that. If you don't go into the situation believing that you can quit, then you won't. Like, it won't work. Ever. There. None of it really worked. So now he's given him an excuse not to try anymore. Let's watch this. Right. This is super important. Let's see what he says next, because this is the difference between actually being the person and thinking about becoming the person. Incorrect. No. No. You don't have a gaming addiction. Let me explain it like this. Again, we can go back to the comparison. This is the guy, he thinks he's addicted to gaming. This is the guy, he doesn't think about gaming. But he still games. That's me right now. I still play video games sometimes. Rarely, but I do because I enjoy them. Now, the only functional difference is this guy thinks he's addicted. That's it. And I don't think about being addicted or not. That's the difference. They're two different operational levels. So, the guy who is addicted to gaming. To stop gaming, you stop gaming. When you don't game, you don't game. There are consequences to actions that you make. And consequence isn't a bad, it's not a good word, it's just a reaction from an action. And there are consequences or opportunity costs that you decide to make. If I choose to do something, if I choose to go down the career path of lawyer, or to become a lawyer, and I study in school for 5 years, I've now spent those 5 years trying to become a lawyer, and if I do or don't, more than 50% of people who come out of university, college, with a degree do not use it in their work later down the line, 10 years plus. And so, think of it like this. I actually forgot what I was saying. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Sorry. So we're talking about opportunity costs. Yeah, so when you spend 5 years trying to become a lawyer, you don't get those 5 years back. And so it's an opportunity cost deciding to become a lawyer by missing out on all the other opportunities. You can't be a lawyer and a brain surgeon at the same time. And the chance that you are both a lawyer with a bar card and a brain surgeon in the same lifetime is so slim. And so you need to make those decisions based on what you think you might want to do. I think a lot of people wait for certainty, which is just a waste of time. Like, there is really no point in being certain on what you want when you just try it, fuck up, and then go to the next thing. At least in 20s, right? I don't have the experience of being a 30-year-old yet because I'm not there yet. I don't have the experience of what it's like to be a 40-year-old. So, I don't have any authority to make any judgment from that standpoint. But what I can tell you is, let's circle back to the 50-year-old at Woolworths at the supermarket who's wasted his life. And what I was going to say is that I've seen plenty of people my age, or I'm 22. So I've seen plenty of people 24, 25, 26 who can't speak well. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to express their opinions. They don't know how to approach people. They don't know how to start conversations. They don't know how to tell someone what they want. They don't know how to deal with rejection. They don't know how to say no to someone. And I'm thinking now, if someone is 4 years older than me at 26, and they don't have any of those skills that I have, which are communicate, know how to get your point across, I think that's something that I need to improve on, yes, absolutely. But at least I have that basic understanding of how that communication works. And when I see these 26-year-olds, 27, 28, they don't know how to speak to anyone. They're a nervous wreck. They have anxiety. I was at a dinner just recently with a guy that I haven't seen in a while, and he explains himself as having anxiety. It just interests me, because the way you describe yourself is a reflection of what your subconscious foundation is. And my goal, let's say, or my purpose in my current direction is to reprogram my subconscious so it can react quickly and it can provide me the answers that I am looking for quickly, effectively. And if you can't communicate effectively, I think that's largely just a barrier between you wanting to, because there's a lot of people that I know that speak really well when they're playing video games. Like, I'll be on Discord with someone and they're crazy, they're fucking wild. They're screaming at all these people, they're playing Black Ops 2, whatever the hell they're playing, and they're going crazy. They have all the charisma in the world, they don't give a shit, they say all this stuff to people's face if it doesn't fucking matter. And it's strange because that person then goes out into the world and is completely different. And so they have this version of them inside that they are choosing to hide from everyone. And that's tiring. It's so tiring. If your life is just set up to be this fake thing where your whole purpose is to, how do I say this? Try and be the person that other people would like, it's so tiring. I've been there, I've done that, man. It's not fun. Fuck that. Fuck that. And the frame switch that I'm talking about is exactly this. I want to go to my channel because there's a comment that I need to reply to, and I can reply to it with you guys. But fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, I guess just it's tiring trying to be someone that you're not. And yeah, this is it. The operative frame switch that I had was that I don't want to try and be someone else to please other people. Because if my whole idea of gaining friends is I need to make them like me, or I need to do things that'll make them like me, then that's the foundation, right? And that's the subconscious. And my actions are coming from that foundation, that reaction point. And so how do I describe this better? It's like, let's say I have a juice and I have watermelon in the juice, and it's just watermelon juice. That's described as watermelon juice. If I add a fuck ton of mango, lemon, apples, whatever, it still has watermelon in it. And let's say the base is watermelon, then it's going to still taste like watermelon. I think that was a terrible example, but maybe it helped you understand it. Regardless, there's always that tinge, that influence. It's like seasoning in a curry. You put cloves in a curry because it makes it taste good, but you don't eat the cloves because they taste like shit. They taste good in the mix of things, but they taste bad on the individual. And so as the base of the curry, you need all the seasoning. And the seasoning is what makes it taste good. And it's the same with your brain. If your subconscious is a fucking mess, and you don't allow yourself permission to be who you want to be, no wonder it's difficult. Because if all you do in an interaction with someone is try to make them like you, or try to please them and make them happy, no wonder you're stressing, because you're fucking lying. And when you lie, it's stressful. Stressful as fuck. So, let's go, I think it's this video. Alright. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's read this. So what did he say? The problem is that I try, but now that I have left university, work alone in gym, average age is 45, it became really difficult. And in the last year I've tried it. It has been probably bad for mental health. In university I tried to speak with everyone. One, I highly doubt that. What did I say? This is just, I didn't want to, like, just to be brutally honest, this guy is spending more time trying to prove himself than just doing the fucking stuff. And this is what I'm saying. There's this person who just tries to prove themselves when I don't give a shit. I'm never gonna fucking meet this person. So who are you trying to prove something to? And what are you trying to prove? And then what are you waiting for to take action? I have this mentality for make money it works, but with people, if you don't meet the right people, in all my life, I always started to speak every day with a person, but I've also lost them. So this is interesting. So I can say for this example, I don't really understand what they're saying here, but if this person is a girl, they came back to you, they also are the same person, and are now trying to restart the friendship. Alright. I think this applies to a lot of people, so if you want to read this comment, go for it. I'm gonna end this stream here. I might stream again, it's Monday, so I have so much fucking work to do today, so I need to finish this, but I'm probably gonna stream maybe on like Wednesday or Thursday again. I don't think anyone's watched this, don't really care. You know, some people are gonna find me eventually. That's all that matters. So, I appreciate you. This stream's gonna be live to watch afterwards. Hold up. Oh my fucking god. No way, dude. No way. That's not real, is it? Is that real? That has got to be one of the most embarrassing things I've ever experienced. That's incredible. What a monumental failure. That's fucked. I love it. Oh my fucking god. Yo, dude. That's fucked. Ain't no way, bro. That's so embarrassing. Alright. Paint. I would, but I need to go have a quick break. I'll stream another like hour or so. Where's my fucking mouse? How do I zoom in, bruh? View. Brushes. Yeah? B. Let's do orange. I feel like a little bit of orange. Can we do? Yeah, like this. There we go. That's fucked. I need... Oh. I'm gonna use these as well. I think I just fucked the stream stats because I've been streaming for 50 minutes with no views. Fuck's sakes. That's fucked. Anyway, I'm getting a coffee. I'll be right back. Is it still going? Brother. Oh, it is. Okay, perfect. I'll be right back. Coffee is back. Come on.
Does it sound like you come back from?
What are we watching? Yeah.
I think the challenge.
There we go. Why did the average view duration change? Correct. 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 I'm gonna get rid of this gum in a second. Let's watch some fucking memes. Fuck it. What the fuck? Brev. Brother. Brev. What the fuck? What the fuck? Beyonce, chill, man. What the fuck? That is stressful, bro. Yo, what? What is that, bro? Oh shit. Bro, these memes are so fucking dumb. They're so good. He gone. Fuck, that's hot. Yep. This guy, oh my lord, this guy's high as fuck. Okay, these memes kind of suck. NGO. Let's fucking watch it. 2 hours. Interesting. Let's switch to this. Dantes. I like the videos that Healthy Game has done with someone. Let's try this. What is happening? I agree with that. All right. I'm 17, I live in India. I'm preparing for an engineering entrance exam to pursue my dream of becoming an astronaut. That's fucking sick. Dude, being an astronaut would be so cool. There are 4 months left, and I had really ruined my preparation by procrastinating an addiction such as video games, pornography. I did get rid of my video game addiction, but pornography, I just can't seem to stop watching it. I've tried the easy peasy method, which is, I believe, the best possible method to quit pornography, but I have been unsuccessful. What is that? I want to get rid of this addiction as soon as possible. Whenever I try to quit, just a couple of days until I change my mind and relapse. I'm making this post as a last hope for quitting pornography because I really cannot focus on my studies and my efficiency drops sharply due to this addiction, which I cannot afford at this period of time. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay. So I actually partially agree with this, and now I understand what he's trying to say. The desperation that the action itself creates is fueling it, but I think in essence, well, let's see what his solution to this is, because like I agree with this point. That's true. I want to watch this part again. Okay, so I think this is a bit of a cope strategy. And to say, at least for someone in that situation, stop thinking about, what were the examples he gave? Yes. Do stop thinking about it, but it's the why am I thinking about those things? Why am I thinking about tomorrow? Why am I thinking about stopping? Why am I thinking about it as something important to be taken care of? The language there is very, very important. So the way you describe the situation, which again is from that foundation, your outlook on the situation of being addicted to porn is the problem itself. And so when you change your outlook, then it becomes easy. But because... That's fine. Yeah, so stop thinking about how important this is, that this be taken care of. The question is, why are those things coming up? Why is it something that is important to be taken care of? And it's the language of taken care of. I need to take care of this situation that I'm using, right? And that might be somewhat true in the sense that the habit wants to be replaced, but helpful, harmful, I disagree with it here, because all of the output that your brain gives you is information. All the conclusions, all the questions, the video I made before, why do I feel hated for being who I am? Those are all very, very useful pieces of information. that you can use to come to these conclusions faster. It's like those parts are coming up for a reason, and the reason these foundational questions, they're core questions, they come from a place. The reason you ask, or let's say this is more of a statement. This needs to be taken care of. It's more of a statement. The reason that comes up is because you consider it as a situation that needs to be taken care of. And now to exemplify or jump the gun or cross the bridge that you're trying to cross, which is to stop watching porn, this does need to stop in an understanding of why it's happening. Why do you want to get rid of it? Why are you trying to get rid of it? Because the reason you do it is because it helps you, right? You come up to a stressful period. In the beginning here, this message, this 17-year-old kid is describing he wants to become an astronaut. Like, that's a pretty stressful thing. There's a lot of stress that comes with that. And so a part of his cope is to watch porn and to masturbate, whatever he does. And he's trying to invalidate his feelings by saying, this is wrong, this is terrible, don't do it, it's so bad. Marginally, yes, that's true. But why do you think of it as that? Because if it's a problem that you are associated with and it's like a piece of you, then it's difficult to let go of. Because the human brain, it's self-reinforcing. Always. And so every time, if your consideration of yourself is, I'm the person who's addicted to porn, that's your baseline. Like, you don't consciously think about that, but it's in your subconscious. It's a piece of programming that you have, and you run off of that piece of code. And so whenever you come across situations where, in this case, it's actually really simple. You get stressed, and then you decide to watch porn. Because the association with porn is that I have this as a problem, it's mine, then when you watch it, it reinforces it. And so it is true. And you're basically doubling down on the problem. You say, I have the problem, and then you do it, and then that reinforces that you have the problem. And to jump out of it, all I do is that disparity check, where it's the difference, or the person that you're trying to become now, there isn't really that much of a difference. The person you're trying to become just doesn't watch porn, right? And so to jump from where you are now to the person, just think consciously about what does that person think about. That person doesn't think about themselves as having a porn addiction. So that's not part of their baseline. So they're not reinforcing it by their actions. That person doesn't actively hate on themselves for watching porn. That person doesn't think about porn. That person doesn't think about themselves as not watching porn. They don't even think about, I'm the person who doesn't watch porn. That's not what happens, because that is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It kind of backdoors the whole process. Like, how do I explain that? If you think effectively, how do I explain this? I'm trying to think of an example. Yeah, so people who try to quit smoking cigarettes, a lot of the time they'll count the days. And the day counting one is just to prove to someone else. Like, you don't need to prove to yourself that you've quit smoking because you just don't smoke, right? So why do you count the days? To tell other people. Not a good basis. Those people generally fall back. 2, they're in the basis of trying to quit rather than just having quit. And so it is that foundational level that actually changes you. This is true. Regret of the past, negative emotion. What did he say? Fear of the future, negative emotion. somewhat true, yes. But attaching emotions to it doesn't help you either. I want to speak to this guy. Yes, that's true. It's like when you're at work, so you work a full-time job, you're probably not watching porn at work because you got other shit to do, right? That's why my approach isn't, you don't, I don't know, you don't really just stop. You replace, like your things are replaced. To stop, just fill in the time with something else. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. It's good. I don't like these telling. Let's see this. Okay. I don't want to become something I don't want to become is a very interesting statement because it frames from I'm vulnerable to become that thing, right? Like if you weren't worried about it, then you wouldn't even think that. So he is worried. And to understand it, you just have to ask why. Why am I worried? What am I worried about? And then you realize that those things don't even really matter. And in this case, why is he worried? Because generally, the only worry comes from external. Like you're worried that other people are going to judge you, or you're worried that Other people don't care, and it's strange. It is. I want to do. He's got some Ludwig. I don't like failing. He had some good videos that I watched. They were like with random people. Fuck. I find this so interesting. This is a good title. What if they think I'm boring? Yeah, you probably fucking are. Like, if that's a thought that you have, you're probably right. Just find new people. I need the fucking video. Where is it? Why is it so loud? Hold up. All right. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, now it's not so fucking obnoxious. All right. I just need to check something quickly, actually, for work. Oops. It's not what I want. I guess that's all you can do. That's fine. Let me check real quick. Nice. Alrighty. Where am I? I need to mute my stream now. And we need to find one of these videos. Alright, I'll give myself 15 more minutes because I gotta do some work. But I really want to watch one of these videos. Where are we? Bro, it's so fucking hot. Maybe we can do this. Sweet. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm like see-through. Yo. Brev. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whose fault is that? What does that mean? Fatalistic, relating to or characteristic of the belief that all events are predetermined. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So she's letting the external dictate how she reacts, which doesn't work, clearly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True. It is very true. That's the beauty. I think everyone really has that innate social ability to read people and understand. Like, a lot of people that I speak to they literally just say, I get the sense that people don't like me. And like, a lot of the time, you're probably correct. As sad as it is, you're probably right. But it's being right or being wrong doesn't matter. Because what matters is just saying it. If you tell someone that's how you feel about the situation that you're experiencing, and then they give you the answer, whether it is, that's not true at all, apologies, I didn't mean it that way, or yeah, I'm kind of not enjoying this, you're giving them the ability to choose. And your decision needs to have a barrier behind it. So when you say, let's say you're having an interaction with someone, and it feels like they're not reciprocating the same level of enjoyment, and you just say that. I feel like you're not really enjoying this conversation. What they say can determine your next actions, which is good. Hello, whoever's just joined. But it's giving them the ability to choose for you, which sets the barrier or the boundary, let's say, that then decides that then lets you choose what direction to take. If they say, yes, you're right, I'm not enjoying this conversation, you say, okay, let's stop. And then they respect you. But you don't need to make friends with those types of people, right? And again, it is all operative level. If you think it's really difficult to make friends and be friends with someone, then it obviously is going to be, because you base the judgment of trying to make friends or approaching people and speaking to people that are new from that. You're predisposing that the conversation that you have with someone is going to be or most likely end in you not being friends with them. And it's probably true. That's the difference. Is that you're probably correct. But what of that statement? Just because you are correct in saying that most people probably don't want to be friends with you, that's fine. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to become friends with people. And I think people probably blow out of proportion what it means to make friends with people. To make friends, you just speak to people. And if you resonate with them and they think similarly, or they make somewhat of the same jokes that you make, then there's a foundation for a friendship there. And then just think about it on the basis level of what a friendship is. Think of a bowl. There's a bunch of ideas in this bowl of what a friendship is. And a friendship is spending time with people, sharing your experiences, sharing new experiences with that person. That's what a friendship is. There's nothing else really to it. And if the other person doesn't want to share new experiences with you, that's so fine. So fine. I don't mind. But let's say you give a lot and you pursue a friendship with someone because you want that friendship, and you find it really difficult and they don't ever ask you. Instead of getting angry, you don't need to include emotions in it. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. Including emotions adds this extra layer of difficulty that doesn't really help. And so, let's say for a couple months you've been trying to become, or you think you're in the basis of a friendship. You can ask, do you want to be friends? But it's kind of obvious. Like, if someone wants to spend time with you, that is it. What is a friend? Spending time with someone. That's it. You can ask, do you want to be my friend? If you fucking want to, but not the approach I take. Regardless. How do I conclude this statement? I was trying to end it on one point specifically. Fuck. How did I forget it? Yeah, okay, that's it. So if you're spending a lot of time with someone, and you seem to be always the one that instigates the time spending with that person, a lot of times people go, I'm going to test this person, and then they don't message them. And then the other person doesn't message back. You can think about it the same way. If you're always pursuing it, and they don't ever feel the need to start or ask you to go and do something, then they probably won't, because they rely on you. And so when you stop messaging them, they also then think the same thing. You think, oh, this person doesn't want to be friends with me anymore. So does the other person. Pardon me. They may also then begin thinking, I don't want to, like, this person doesn't want to be friends with me anymore because he's not messaging me. So the only real solution is just to say how you feel and then see how they react. And if the reaction is in line with your standards and your boundaries, then good. You can release the supposed tension that there was, which is all in your head anyway, and you can pursue the friendship again out of not confusion, or what's the word? You can pursue the friendship in a clear vision, I suppose. It's a good way to explain it, because it's not confusing. So this is another common thing, fear of judgment. So interesting, because I guess this is what I'm trying to say. Fear of judgment, it's a very valid emotion, very valid feeling. Many people feel this all the time, every day. But what I can say to you is that you're going to be judged. Like, no matter what. When you walk down the road, you're being judged. In your place of work, people are judging you. When you wear specific clothes, pink polo, people judge me. But for me, it's freeing, because I know for certain, I know it as in a certainty that people judge me. And that's fine, because I'm entitled to my opinions as much as the next person is entitled to their opinion. And if their opinion is they want to judge me, then they can feel free to do it. But the judgment doesn't mean anything until they say it to me. And then when they say it to me, I have the authority and I have the position of power to choose if that judgment even means anything to me. I like this fucking polo. There's a reason I wear it. It's cool, it's pink, I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't care, because I love it. And I can guarantee you, of the, let's say, 1,000 people now that have seen me in this pink polo, quite a few of those people have judged me. So, not one has ever judged me, or like, not one has explicitly said anything for it. But let's say someone did comment on my video, your pink polo sucks. I don't care. Their opinion is valid from their view, but it doesn't affect me because I like the pink polo. So if you don't like this polo, that's fine. Don't wear one. But I'm going to wear one. And I am wearing one. And regardless of if you give a fuck or not, I don't care. But people who judge you, even your friends, they should judge you. My friends, they judge me. Sometimes I dress really funky in like this and all this other colorful shit. And like my mates would tell me that I look like an idiot. It's fine, but it's funny. Like, it's actually funny, because I love it. I love the pink polo, bro. It's me. And that's the point. I'm not trying to prove myself to anyone. If people don't like me, good. You don't have to like me. And I'm not going to force you to. But I want to wear the pink polo, and so I'm going to. Correct. Yes, exactly. But that's why if you comment from the position of authority and giving them the autonomy to decide, it makes the interaction so much easier, because you're not trying to prove yourself. Regardless, we're going to continue this video maybe tomorrow, maybe day after, maybe Thursday. I'm going to stream again this week. I'll leave the live stream up so that you guys can re-watch it. But for now, I need to continue my work, and I appreciate it. If anyone has watched, which I don't think anyone has, been speaking to myself for 2 hours, who cares? I'll look back in a year from now after the 100 live streams that I'm going to do, and we'll be laughing. And I'll be watching this, so future me, hello. And I can't wait to meet you. Thanks, guys. I'll